As sovereignty is concerned, you accept the sovereignty of the,
Of course.
number one, the people of India. Number two, that J&K is integral part of India. When you argue,
Speaker of the BJP who was present there when this allegedly happened, there are some people who asked him to say something which he did not say. Why do you want me to go into all this?
No, please go into it. I have no difficulty. Lord, there is
It
an
is not
affidavit.
part of the records.
Request Mr. Sibal to insist to his client that no citizen would have any objection in saying that I do not support terrorism and
all this
separatist
terrorism?
activity. Let him say that. Or it is a serious issue.
What is a
Patna
serious
legally
issue?
is a
But
serious
do you want me to say something that I shouldn't say in court?
Well, he wants his fundamental rights to be enforced in this
There
court.
are, everybody has fundamental rights in this country.
But you take a
including
concrete
including those who on the streets you vilify.
Mr. Lone, therefore, unconditionally accepts the
Mullah,
sovereignty of India and that Jammu and Kashmir is an
He is a
integral part
member
of
of
it.
parliament today. He has sworn to the Constitution of India.
Sir.
At the outset, I wish to state, Mullah, that this case has been argued at several levels. And Mullah, most of them unsolicited, without reference to the arguments made by us. I don't think anybody on this side challenged the sovereignty of India. Nobody on this side challenged the sovereignty of India. I, Mullah, at the outset stated that Jammu and Kashmir is an integral part of India.
They say your first petitioner has said something which are not in sync with.
I'm not concerned with that. If the first petitioner has said something, if he has said it, in what circumstances he says it, is it recorded? You ask him for an affidavit. I have nothing to do with it.
Yeah,
There are
Mr.
two.
Sibal
One second.
appears
Hold
for
on.
him.
Let's not take time on that.
For him.
One second. Let's not take time on that. I am not standing for him for what he said if he said it. I am not here.
Mr. Sibal, do we take it that Mr. Lone, therefore, unconditionally accepts the
Mullah,
sovereignty of India and that Jammu and Kashmir is an
He is
integral
a
part
member
of
of
it?
parliament today. He has sworn to the Constitution of India. He is a citizen of India. How can he say otherwise? And if anybody has said it, Mullah, I, at my level, deprecate it.
No, Lord, it
Mullah,
is
what's
one
the
thing
point
for
of-
Mr.
let's
Sibal
not-
to
Let's
deprecate.
not go into an issue.
A
Mullah,
litigant before your lordship.
ask him to file an affidavit, then I have nothing to do with it.
No, but it's your client. You have to ask.
I don't know.
He
You are
must
making
file
an
an
allegation.
affidavit.
I
He
don't
do
know.
not support terrorism.
Right, let them reflect on it.
If you don't mind, take it on the pleadings, ask him to file an affidavit. I may not,
on
it not
affidavit.
appear for him. I don't know, Manoj. Why am I, what have I have not to answer what an allegation that is made.
Because, Mr. Sibal, when he invokes the jurisdiction of our court under Article 32 of the Constitution, he therefore necessarily abides by and owes allegiance to the
And
Constitution.
he's a member of the Lok Sabha. He is
How
sworn
does
to the
that matter?
Constitution of India. He's a citizen of
But that's
India.
an-
How
One
does that
second,
matter?
Mr. Sibal. But that's one second. That's a submission, Mr. Sibal. But we want to have it from him that he unconditionally accepts that Jammu and Kashmir is an integral part of India and that he abides by and owes allegiance to the Constitution.
Of course.
And does not
He has sworn to it when he
terrorism and
became a member of the Lok Sabha. Manoj. He swore to it.
Mr. Sibal, because then when you argue and you accept, as far as sovereignty is concerned, you accept the sovereignty of the,
Of course.
number one, the people of India. Number two, that J&K is integral part of India. When you argue, your client says something outside the court, something different to it, there's
Well,
contradiction.
well, still-
And probably
still-
then, he's also accepting there was a issue and a problem which had to be dealt
Manoj,
with.
if I start, Manoj, recounting,
No, I'm not saying
what
that,
may
so
have
we be
happened-
clear on that.
Manoj, it will unnecessarily lead only, Manoj, to a media coverage. Let us not go that route. We are arguing a pure constitutional issue.
No, Lord.
If, Manoj, there is a speaker of the BJP who was present there when this allegedly happened. There are some people who asked him to say something which he did not say. Why do you want me to go into all this?
No, please go into it. I have no difficulty. Lord, there is
It
an
is not
affidavit.
part of the record. It has been withdrawn. It has been deleted from the record. It is said in the, what is all this? It is said in the assembly, the
Affidavit of Mr.
BJP
Judge says-
speaker was there. It was speaker not of his party. The BJP speaker was there. He was asked to say something which people ask other people to say on the streets of this country. Why do we want to go into this?
No, Lord, we would insist, Lord, he must go in.
Therefore, we accept.
Of
we-
course,
we-
but
we-
unconditionally.
We proceed on the basis that he's willing to file an affidavit before our court saying that, well, he owes allegiance like every other Indian citizen to
course.
the Constitution of India, and that Jammu and Kashmir is an integral
Of
part
course,
of the
Malaj,
country.
Malaj,
because-
first of all, one
Aspect,
second.
Lord, I'm sorry for
Will
the
you
interruption.
allow me
Another
to,
aspect,
I
the
think so,
affidavit
yes.
mentions that in all public speeches of petitioner number one, he supports separatist elements and other elements. Let him say he does not support secessionism and terrorism. No citizen of this country can have any objection in filing that affidavit.
There's
That
another
I do
petitioner,
not
Justice
support terrorism
Masoodi.
and
There's
secession.
another petitioner, Justice Masoodi. Please allow me to argue.
No,
For
that's.
Justice Masoodi.
that-
You want to
that-
take any action
that's
against the
very
gentleman, you
unfair.
take
That's
action.
unfair to us.
Please don't derail a pure legal submission.
Hear it. We'll hear you for Mr. Lone as well. There's no difficulty.
He wants to have
He
it.
has come to our court. We are more than duty bound to hear his submissions, and we are in the course of hearing his submissions. All that we want to say is, like everyone else here, because we have had people from across the political spectrum in Jammu and Kashmir who have presented rival viewpoints before us, different perspectives, which is welcome. That's why we are here to resolve those issues. But all of them have come here in one spirit, which is that they abide by the integrity of
You
the.
cannot be a member of the Lok Sabha and be a member there without abiding by the Constitution and an oath of office that I abide by the Constitution of India. He has to take that oath before because he enters the Lok Sabha, as we all do.
That's for.
And there's an affidavit filed there, Malaj. How can that be? But be that as it may, Malaj, I did not know of this fact till this morning. Somebody
Just
raised
ask
it.
him to
Malaj.
file a short affidavit before us, a one-page affidavit. That's all that is necessary.
Lord, we are given a copy to Mr. Sibal's client. Lord.
We'll give
Everybody
the
has to
affidavit.
serve.
There is no,
All right, we'll
there is
then-
no question, Malaj. I would not stand here if he doesn't give it. I would not stand here arguing for him.
So before we close the argument
Yeah.
tomorrow, just ask him to file a one-page affidavit. That's all that we.
Evidence have been
Yes,
taken
Lord,
on
and I
this,
would
Malaj.
request
We have
Mr. Sibal to insist to his client that no citizen would have any objection in saying that I do not support terrorism and
all this
separatist
terrorism?
activity. Let him say that, or say that I will not say this.
What
Let
is
it be
all
clear.
this? What is all this?
Which he is supporting.
What is all this? Well, we will certainly, Malaj.
I'm sure Mr. Sibal
So we'll convey this to him and he will file a short affidavit.
Malaj, had I known this, I would have myself.
See
Yes.
what affidavit.
Anyway.
Will you allow me?
Tomorrow.
It's not 2:30.
Once.
Half
Yes,
an hour
yes,
is lost
Mr.
just on this.
Mr. Sibal, yes.
It's not just on this, Malad. It is a serious issue.
What is a serious
Patna
issue?
is a
But do
serious
you want me to say something that I shouldn't say in court?
Well, he wants his fundamental rights to be enforced in this.
There are, everybody has fundamental rights in this country.
But you take a
including
concrete
including those who on the streets you vilify.
They are also wrong.
So then it's all right, then you should apologize for them.
All right. Yes, Mr.
So let me argue the case,
They
please.
are not.
Mr.
They
Sibal,
will
I
not
think the
represent
case,
them.
sir.
Mr. Solicitor, we have indicated to Mr.
Your
Sibal,
Lordship have
let him
indicated
now
to
open
me.
the argument.
I
Let him
made a
open the
commitment that there will be an
argument. Yes,
affidavit.
Mr. Sibal, you open the argument now.
Yes, please. So, Malaj, this case has been argued at different levels.
Yes.
And Malaj, I was somewhat pained when one counsel argued that we respect the sentiments of the people of Jammu and Kashmir. But you must also respect our sentiments. Now, Malaj, I think that we cannot reduce this case to an emotive majoritarian interpretation of the Constitution of India. Whereas all residents in Jammu and Kashmir are citizens of India, they're as a part of India as anybody else. If historically there is an article of the Constitution that gives them certain rights, Mullahs, they are entitled to defend that as a matter of law.
Yes.
That those rights may be taken away, may not be taken away constitutionally or without reference to the Constitution is another matter. But to say that you must respect our sentiments as if they are somebody else itself is creating a kind of chasm that shouldn't be created, especially in court.